Are INFJ born or are they product of the environment? The INFJ personality type is one of the 16 profiles identified by the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator (MBTI). INFJ is often described as introspective, empathetic, and visionary. Frequently, the INFJ is referred to as the advocate or the counselor. INFJ are rare. They make up less than 2% of the population. This rarity has sparked much curiosity about what creates such a personality. Are INFJs born this way, or are they a product of their environment? Now, this question taps directly into the classic psychological debate, nature versus nurture. Are our personalities hardwired by our genetics, or are they formed by the sum of our life experiences? The answer likely lies somewhere in between, and the case of INFJs provides a fascinating lens through which to explore this dynamic. INFJ are known for their deep intuition, strong values, quiet demeanor, and preference for structure. These cognitive functions suggest a psychological makeup that feels inborn, but how each function develops may rely heavily on environmental influences. Research into genetics and personality suggests that there is a heritable component to temperament. Studies on twins reared apart show remarkable similarities in their personalities, indicating that our DNA lays a foundational framework for who we become. Temperament, defined as our innate way of responding to the world, can be seen in infancy. INFJ often describe themselves as highly sensitive, even in childhood, which aligns with traits associated with high reactive temperaments. Some neuroscientific studies propose that certain brain structures might predispose individuals to favor introspection or empathy. That is key INFJ traits. For example, increased activity in the default mode network might correlate with a strong internal world. INFJ lead with introverted intuition, supported by extraverted feeling. So these functions influence how they interpret the world and make decisions. While the functions may have innate roots, their strength and maturity are shaped through experience. Even if someone is born with an INFJ predisposition, how those traits are encouraged or discouraged in early life can impact their development. For example, a child showing empathic behavior might be nurtured into a strong extroverted feeling user, or shut down by dismissive environment. Many INFJ report feeling different growing up. If their introspective nature and deep emotional intelligence are not understood or validated, they may withdraw even more, reinforcing INFJ-like behavior. Some psychological theories argue that personality can be shaped as a response to trauma. An introverted and observant INFJ might develop their traits more deeply in reaction to a turbulent or unpredictable environment. Environmental feedback matters. An INFJ who is praised for their insight and compassion is more likely to continue developing these strengths, while someone whose sensitivity is criticized might suppress it. Culture plays a key role. A collectivist culture that values harmony and empathy may foster INFJ traits more easily than an individualistic one that prioritizes assertiveness and extroversion. School environments can nurture or stifle INFJ tendencies. A system that rewards quiet thoughtfulness and emotional intelligence supports INFJs, while one that favors extroverted participation may challenge them. Authoritative parenting, which balances support with structure, may help INFJ thrive. Conversely, neglectful or overly authoritarian parenting can hinder their emotional development. Friends and peers also influence identity formation. INFJ often seek meaningful connections and supportive friendships can encourage them to embrace their true selves. Many INFJ report a strong inner spiritual life, whether shaped by religious upbringing or personal exploration. This aspect may either affirm innate tendencies or develop through external guidance. While people may change and adapt, the core of their personality often remains stable. INFJ typically maintain their deep thinking and emotional sensitivity throughout life, suggesting a strong inborn element. Teenage years are crucial for personality solidification. INFJ often dive into philosophical or existential questions during this stage, hinting at an innate inclination. It is worth noting that the Myers-Briggs type indicator is not a scientifically validated tool for personality diagnosis. Still, its framework remains popular for self-understanding and development. Even with biological environmental pressures, individuals exercise agency. INFJ, like all types, make conscious decisions that shape their personality expression over time. If INFJ traits are indeed inborn, it could explain their rarity. Perhaps only a small subset of the population carries the specific genetic makeup conducive to these functions. Some traits associated with INFJ, like intense empathy or pattern recognition, may overlap with aspects of neurodivergence, such as highly sensitive person traits, offering another biological angle. People with INFJ potential might not develop these traits without the right conditions. The seed may be there, but the soil determines how it grows. Social expectations around gender or personality norms can shape how INFJ traits are expressed or suppressed, particularly in more rigid societies. Some INFJ may develop coping mechanisms that obscure their core type, leading them to test as another personality type until they reach a more authentic stage of self-awareness. Many INFJ describe a journey of unmasking or reclaiming their identity after conforming to societal norms for years. This process highlights the dynamic interplay of nature and nurture. Some people learn to be quiet and observant due to environmental factors, but INFJ often describe their inner world as inherently rich, not learned. So, INFJ usually score high on emotional intelligence. While some of this may be innate, much is refined through interpersonal experiences. INFJ are known for seeing patterns and meaning in everything. This cognitive style may be biologically predisposed, but gets sharper with practice and exposure. INFJ are often drawn to writing, music, or counseling. These outlets can be both reflections of their inborn preferences and developed skills honed through life. So one perspective suggests INFJ traits are a reaction to the world's chaos, a personality constructed for survival. Another sees it as a reflection of a natural psychological blueprint. The truth may be both. Most modern psychologists agree that personality is shaped by an interplay between genes and environment. INFJ likely start with an innate disposition molded by context. It is helpful to remember the Myers-Briggs personality type indicator is descriptive, not prescriptive. So people resonate with types like INFJ because they reflect personal truths, whether those truths were born or shaped. Many INFJ describe a life path that feels fated and an unfolding of who they always were. Yet they also credit mentors, experiences, and struggles for helping them become who they are. So, in conclusion, are INFJs born or made? The answer lies in the dance between nature and nurture. An INFJ may be born with certain predispositions, but it is their environment, experiences, and choices that sculpt those traits into the complex, compassionate individuals we recognize. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Thank you.